Okay guys, this is how I saved my family from homelessness. I'm not gonna lie, at the age of 16, I didn't know how I did this, but when I grew up, I moved to Canada when I was 14. When I was 14, I didn't come here with much money, okay? My family did not have much money. My parents were always working, and I moved here with my mom and my sister. I'm not gonna lie to you guys, like, growing up with no, like, love, or like when your parents are not really around, it really makes you depend on yourself and to figure things out yourself. And that's basically how, like, I was able to get to this point of like helping my family. So I remember when I was 15, I was living with my auntie, and then she kicked us out of her house, and we moved into an apartment, a 2-bedroom apartment, where I was staying with my sister. Okay, we had the same room, and it was 2 twin beds. It was like pretty much half of this room. It was like, oh my god, it felt like the smallest thing in the world. But I remember I was sleeping on an air mattress because I went through my surgery. So I was literally sleeping in the living room on an air mattress because I went for my knee surgery, and all my friends were in school. And I just thought to myself, I was like, bro, we can't be living like this anymore, because I could see my mom's face. I could like literally see it. Like, we were struggling a lot, and we had a lot of credit card bills because we live in a very expensive city. If you guys know, Vancouver is super expensive, but it was like really taking a toll on me, because I was pretty much kind of depressed. I was like depressed because I had my surgery. Soccer wasn't doing my thing anymore. I wasn't in school, and I was on an air mattress in the middle of my couch at 12 p.m. on like a random school day. And I'm just chilling there, and I'm thinking, I can't even walk, guys. I literally can't even walk. And so this is what changed it. I just thought about like how much we're in debt, and I pulled up my computer, right? And I was like, how do millionaires actually become rich? And I saw this statistic where it said 10% of millionaires become rich off stocks, okay? Now, my mom came home that day, and I was like, yo, mom, we should like invest in stocks. And she was like, it's a scam, it's this, it's that, it's this. And what I did was, I asked her, I was like, yo, can I just use your banking app? And I opened up a TFSA under her name. Now, I opened up a TFSA under her name, and I kept doing research on this stock stuff, and I was very interested in it. I'm so interested. Guys, this is pretty much my passion at this point. I was making YouTube videos. Content creation and stocks are my passion, so I was making YouTube videos about this, like, I'm still doing it now, but I make stock videos to this point because of that moment right there. Because that moment created a whole life of events where I was able to do whatever I wanted in life. And technically, what I did was, I was like, mom, let me open my TFSA account. And I did research, and there was one stock in particular, okay? It was called Lucid Motor Stock. Now, Lucid is a car company. I know you guys don't care about this stuff, but what I did was, I was doing research on it, and I saw a merger and acquisition coming. So it was going to merge with another company called NIO. And I bought the stock. It was around $10 a share, or $9 a share. So one share of the company was $9. And I bought $800 worth, okay? Those was my savings. I saved this up since I was in grade 8. I think I was like grade 10-ish now, because that's when I went for my surgery. And I around $800. I put it into the stock account. I bought Lucid. And a week later, guys, it goes up to $50 a share, $54 a share. I sold it at that price. I remember it so vividly because it changed my life. And all my friends, they saw me making this type of money, and they were like, whoa, how did you do this? And I was like, bro, this is the way to make money. I was like, there's no other way. Because if I 5x my money in a span of a week, okay, even though that's not feasible, this is where real wealth is created if I do research and I'm able to buy companies that long term. I got pretty lucky with it, but that's how I was just thinking to myself, I was like, this is possible, right? This is possible with any stock. This is possible to become a millionaire because people are doing this on a daily. And now I was just thinking to myself, okay, now that I've done this, is that I could do this with other things. And my mom came home, and she saw in her account, okay, since I did my mom's account, she saw like, yo, how did you make around like 4 or 5K around there? It was like, what's 8 times 5? 8, 16, 24, 32, 40. Yeah, around 4 grand, right? 4 grand. I mean, around 4 grand Canadian. And she was like, bro, this is someone's rent money, guys. It doesn't sound like a lot, but like, this is someone's rent money. This is someone's food money. And she was like, okay, I need to learn how to do this. And so this started a snowball of a chain of events where like I was able to understand, okay, this is the way to make money. I need to save money. I need to invest it. And now I'm just like, wow, this is exactly how I'm able to do this. And she started investing, and she put it towards her credit card. And 2 months later, guys, we moved into this house where I finally got my own room. I was so happy, but honestly, like, it changed the way I thought about things. And I don't know how I've done it, but my desire, or like my time and my devotion to actually not being average, or like just like being so like persistent on knowing anything is possible, is what made my family like not go homeless. Because we were literally on the verge of not like being able to meet rent, because my auntie kicked us out of the house, out of her house, and we were living in an apartment where like I hated it, guys. There was people smoking weed, the people getting stabbed around that area. I used to see fights in the lobby. It was the worst thing ever. I remember this. My friends were even scared to come to my house. That's how bad it was. Okay, living in an apartment, it was terrible. And that's pretty much how everything kind of worked out. But now I'm in this house, and so the stocks that were able to get me to the World Cup final, like I was able to pay that off. I was able to go on flights. I was able to travel wherever I wanted. I was actually able, the biggest memory I have was able to sell my stocks to go see my girlfriend. That was a crazy time. I'm not gonna lie to you, it was kind of the best thing in the world. I remember I was like, I have enough money to travel, go in nice hotels, go eat nice food. It was amazing. But that's a story to tell you guys to invest. And like those are the things that I want to do, is help people in this world. But yeah, I just want to make a short story out of it and like tell people anything's possible. And yeah, guys, that's pretty much it. I'm gonna do a tutorial or something in the future, but I try to help anyone I can. And through my stories, I've never told anyone this, but now the world knows. And yeah, that's pretty much it. Just invest and believe in yourself, guys. Honestly, anything is possible in this world. I think if you really put your mind to it and like just believe something's gonna work out, even when things are not working out. Like if you believe in God, something's gonna happen. I don't know what it is, but something will. And yeah, guys, that's it. Pretty much. Peace.